Oh man, LeSean definitely shady when it comes to his conversations about, say, Jalen Hurts. Has some words. We got a little bit of a back and forth here about the MVP, and he talks about how Jalen Hurts is not in the conversation. So I want to take a listen to this. I want to talk about it and tell you. I'm going to tell you why he's wrong, and then you can let me know in the comments below. I'll tell you one thing he's completely wrong on, which makes it a non-starter. But we'll wait till he says it, and we'll get into that. It's just another one of those things that irks me when we have these conversations, and I'm curious what y'all think in the comments below as well when I talk about it. Also, do me a favor, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. It's the only way anyone ever sees these. I really do appreciate it, Birds fans. We've hit over 500. Thank you so much for all your support. We roll towards 1,000. I want to try and get to 1,000 before the end of November. I know it's a tall task, but I'm gonna work hard. So hopefully you enjoy the content.
2 weeks now, you're on this different wave.
Now he's moved into the top.
So I got another one for you though,
Yes, sir.
because I don't want to judge. The quarterback that plays for the Colts,
Yeah, Daniel Jones.
is he on the conversation or no?
To me, no, because he's not the best player on his offense right now. He's not playing like the best on his offense. Jonathan Taylor is.
Yeah.
Okay. Jonathan.
Yeah. I want to interject real quick. Daniel Jones is having an amazing season. I'm happy for him. Obviously, I never liked him. Not personally, but just because, he was the Giants, right? So, of course, I didn't like him. But obviously, a great example of how much the coach and the system and the environment you're in can impact how a player plays. So, good for him after everything he went through in New York to go to India and have this kind of success. But Shady's reaction is bizarre there, man. Are you not familiar with the season Jonathan Taylor's having? What was it, like 14 touchdowns in the first 7 or 8 games or something like that? Like the pace the man is on is absolutely insane.
Taylor's taking that
Who
spot.
the best player on the offense?
Playing right now is Jalen Hurts. Of course, Saquon Barkley is the best, Shady, and A.J. Brown to me is the second best.
All
Of course.
Devontae Smith, a dark horse too.
So Smitty, wait.
Smitty been the most consistent dude on that offense all
I'm
year
saying-
long.
You
Nobody
cannot-
give him
you
credit.
can- You can't say the last 2 weeks that Jalen Hurts is not playing like the best. Shady's there's two different questions. Who is the best and who's playing like the best are two very different conversations. Jalen Hurts is not the best player on the Eagles. I'm just saying the last 2 weeks, 7 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Nah, he's been amazing.
Come on,
I'll give you that.
think I'm crazy.
If he continues to play like he's done,
MVP though. That's
MVP is
MVP
crazy.
is the best player in the
The
league.
most valuable player
in the
in
league.
the
Best
league.
player in the league.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Now, catch this is the thing that irks me a little bit because I don't know. Maybe it's the way I was brought up, but words matter. He said, talking about MVP, and they both, Ocho says, yeah, most valuable player. Sadie says best, Ocho says most valuable, and she says, yeah, best. He insists on it being best. And no, two very, very, very different things. The best player in the league isn't necessarily that season's most valuable player. They are two very, very different things. It has to do, yeah, obviously your team has to have a certain level of success. You're not going to see a whole lot of MVPs on the bottom team, but you may not get it as in terms of your individual stats, in terms of you being the best player, if someone else is more valuable to the success that their team has had. Right. That's where you get that whole like super team thing, which is kind of what Acho's talking about, which by the way, I know Shady is talking about, oh, well, it's Saquon Barkley. Well, Saquon Barkley, for whatever reason, and I don't mean this to be a criticism of him because that last game, phenomenal, but you saw even that 65-yard touchdown, a lot of guys can't make that run that he did. I love when he hits that hole and he's just gone, but he was untouched, folks. And up until that, I don't know that he had a 65-yard game this season. Like without that, you take away that last game and go by the first 7, and even in a 17-game season, the was on pace to get fewer than 1,000 yards. Meanwhile, Jalen Hurts is putting up absolutely, yes, insane numbers. Okay, even FanDuel, Jalen Hurts should 100% be in the MVP race. Right, here we go. 1,884 yards compared to 2,379 for Mahomes. Mahomes, we know, throws the ball a lot more. 20 TDs to 21. That's first and second in the league, by the way. Only 1 interception while Patrick's thrown 4. Higher completion rate significantly than Jalen, a much higher passer rate. Than Patrick, a much higher passer rating than Patrick. How you don't put Jalen Hurts in this conversation and you shake it off like it's absolutely bizarre is insane. It's absolutely insane. And, they keep switching it up. When we talk about, oh, the man wins, like, oh, what about numbers? And then, like Acho's saying, he's been putting up numbers lately, folks. You can put these numbers up against anyone in the league. In fact, we'll go right here because we're going to get you with numbers and winning, okay? We've got it wrapped up, folks. QB rankings. Well, I'm just going to scroll down and show you where Jalen is, okay? Yeah, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. Oh, there he is. All the way down at 11. Now let's go back up to the top three. This is tier one, folks. This is the top three, and Jalen's all the way down at 11. Now, the first thing you may have noticed is that all three of these quarterbacks lost to Jalen Hurts and the Eagles this year. He's had to play the three best quarterbacks in the league, and he's beaten all of them. And oh, by the way, the numbers, they want to talk about the numbers. Okay, well, we just compared to Patrick for you, didn't we? Right? So we know he's very, very similar to Patrick's numbers. Baker Mayfield, 63.9. Jalen Hurts is over 70%. 1,919 passing yards. He throws the ball a lot more, right? Jalen is at, I think, what, 16 something, if I'm not mistaken. 1677, not that much of a difference. 7.1 yards per attempt. Now, here's what I'm talking about. Jalen's been jacking this number up. He's all the way up at 7.8. His career high is 8. The last 2 weeks, it was 14.2 and 9 per pass attempt. And see, that's the thing. Last week, 9 yards per pass attempt, which would lead the league, folks. But he only threw 20 passes because they didn't need to, because they were winning and the running game was effective. 15 passing touchdowns. Baker Mayfield's only got 13. Now he's got 2 interceptions, but Jalen's got 15 and 1. 158 rushing yards. Jalen has 207. 0 rushing TDs. Jalen has 5. Jalen has 3 fumbles. Baker has 6. And he beat Baker, right? So we've got Baker on stats and wins. And yet Baker is the number 2 rated quarterback in the NFL on their most recent rankings, NFL.com. And Jalen is all the way down at 11. And then, of course, we can finish up with Dak Prescott here, who, let's face it, is a stat merchant. Cowboys fall behind. Dak throws the ball over the field while the other team is playing a prevent defense, allowing him to throw passes in front of them, and that's how you rack up numbers. So their completion percentage is basically the same. Dak throws the ball a lot more, which is why he has 2069 to compare to Jalen's 1677. Yet Jalen's averaging 0.7, almost 3/4 of a yard more per attempt than Dak Prescott's 7.1. Dak, all that time he's throwing that football, 16 touchdowns. Jalen has 15. 5 interceptions. Jalen only has 1. 87 rushing yards. Jalen's over 200. 1 rushing TD. Jalen's got 5, and they both have 3 fumbles. You're going to tell me that these are the 3 guys, and Jalen's all the way down at 11? Absolutely insane. LeSean McCoy is absolutely insane. But Jalen Hurts gets no respect, which is why we're going to keep putting this stuff out there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Did I miss anything to support Jalen's game? We've got him now. We've got him with stats and wins. It's absolutely wild. They don't know what to do at this point. So anyway, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. I will talk to you in the next video.